Hey, Six Gun Trail coming to y'all. Hope y'all doing all right out there. Wanted to get on here a minute and talk a little bit about 41 Magnum again. I know I talk a lot about 41 Magnum, but that's because I love it and I want to get it out there and get other people interested in it. I know a lot of y'all got 44 Magnums out there, and you say, well, why would I want a 41 Magnum when I got a 44 Magnum? And I used to be that guy, so and from my experience, it's a don't knock it till you try it thing. Cause like I said, I used to be that guy. As far as Magnum rounds go, about all I was interested in was 44. I wouldn't look at anything else hardly. And 357 Magnum is a great caliber, but since I was interested in the 44, I wasn't too much interested in the 357 other than the gun itself, like the Pythons and a Smith 27 or 28 Highway Patrolman. But I was more interested in the gun than the caliber. And a lot of people say that 41 Magnum is the difference between 357 and 44, but it's not. It's closer to a 44 Magnum. Depending on how it's loaded up and all, it might exceed a 44 Magnum. But the best way I can describe it, like so many people go crazy over 10 millimeter and that's their caliber and they just think it's the greatest thing out there. That's kind of the way I feel toward 41 Magnum. It's just that caliber, the perfect caliber in my opinion. It's a little flatter shooting than a 44 Magnum, and depending on what round, it might have a little less recoil. It just depends on what you're shooting. Some heavier rounds can be pretty hefty. But and 44 is not really 44. It's 429. So it's just a tad smaller bullet than a 44 or 429, whatever you want to call it. And a little bit lighter grain, and you can get the pushing some good velocity out of it. So, like I said, that's just an all around perfect caliber to me. Um, like I said, don't knock it till you try it. If you're interested in 41, go out and get you one, cause I fell in love with it so much that I let all my 44s go when I got into it. And as I've said in the past, the only thing is they don't make many guns in it, but that's why I want to talk about it so much. Current production guns, the Ruger Blackhawk. Ruger still offers it in their Blackhawk. This is a 4 and 5/8 blue model. This is my personal favorite, and they also make it in 6.5 inch barrel. And Smith still offers it in the 57 Classic 6 inch barrel blue. This is a fine revolver. I would love to see them come out with a 4 inch 57 Classic. As I've said in the past, they still make the 27 and 29 4 inch Classic, so I don't see why they couldn't do a 57. And another thing, while I got the Smith out right quick, I've been meaning to talk about this. Some people put these new Smiths down and say they ain't no good and this and that the other. Don't don't listen to them people. These are great guns. In my opinion, might be just a tad better than some of the originals. A lot of you won't agree with me on that, but for as the tolerances and all the CNC machines we got today, just a fine revolver. Shoots great. I've had some older Smiths from the past, like some Dash 2s and stuff, and wore them out. So like I said, and I know the Smith is bringing back some models without the lock, and that's great. But far as I know, these still have the key lock right there. So that's a that turns a lot of people down from buying them, but it don't. I just kind of overlook it. It don't bother me too much. I wish it wasn't there too, but like I said, just cause something, just because it's got something like that on it, or it's new, or maybe built a little different or whatever. Don't let that stop you from buying it. They're great guns. So that's just kind of my thoughts on the Smiths. Um, but like I said, that's about the only guns they make it in, and Henry still offers a lever action in it. And there's been several guns in the past made in it if you can find them. Some of the Smiths, the mountain guns, and then the 657, and a few others. Marlin made some lever guns in the past. I've seen some Ruger Red Hawks in the past. That's you sure don't see many of them, but I'll see one on Gunbroker every now and then, and generally they run about 1,500 or so. Like I said, it's out there. It just kind of have to look for it, and I've said this in the past too, but I'll talk about it again. As far as the ammo goes, you can go pretty much anywhere online and get plenty of ammo for it. There are several different people that make good ammo for it. I like Hornady and HSM, and there are several others if you don't hand load yourself. So, and like I said in the past too, any mom and pop hardware store still open in the area, they might carry it. And another guy that talks a lot about 41 Magnum, and a guy I look up to, is Plyboy's Ghost Channel. So if you hadn't never heard of him, go check his channel out. Great guy, knows what the hell he's talking about. I agree with everything he says, and I kind of we all know who Hickok 45 is, and look up to him and all, and one of the best out there. But I always kind of like to root for the underdog, people that might not be as popular as some other people. So like I said, go check Plyboy's Ghost Channel out. He does a lot of great stuff on 41 Magnum and 45 Colt, and that's my two favorite rounds. The 45 Colt is my favorite. 41 Magnum would be my second favorite. So like I said, just go check his channel out. And like I said, any of y'all interested in a 41 Magnum, go out there and get you one and check it out. You'll love it, hopefully. And maybe we can bring it back. Not that it's dead. Maybe we can get a few more guns back out if more people get interested in it and start talking about it. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk about 41 Magnum again. Hope y'all have a good one.